If you know that you are a child of God, please, when you're praying, ask God to give you discernment. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, welcome so much to my channel today. Discernment is very, very, very important in this life. How things are going on in the world today, you don't have any time, not even a single moment, to live your life ignorantly. There are so many things that are happening today. I want to share with you about something that happened to me in 2021. Not a sickness and not a type of loss, a test of decisions. COVID came, and in many places of work, we were being told to take the job. If not that, you're fired. It happened to me in the office that I was working. They came up with a policy that everyone takes. And if there's one thing that really helped me that time, it is discernment. The policy comes that all the staff members in that office must get. At first, I was like, that's just the common song that I'm hearing out there. I didn't know that things would get very serious. And I was asking God, my spirit totally refuses this thing. Why is this kind of pressure coming to us? And in my spirit, I feel like something is wrong with this job. I'm not a medical expert or anything close to that, but I could tell something was wrong. The pressure increased day by day. And I kept on standing my ground. I'm not taking that job. Several meetings were held in the office. I was called to the meetings, and I was the center of discussion. This one has become so defiant. She's so rebellious. She doesn't follow the office guidelines and rules. When I look back, I realized this experience taught me valuable lessons. I learned that courage sometimes means saying no, even when you're scared. Fear loses power when you stop running from it. And most of all, I learned that standing for your personal choices can open doors to freedom and self-respect. Today, I can say with my confidence, I did not compromise my conviction, and I came out stronger. My testimony is not just about escaping a vaccine mandate. It's about overcoming fear, choosing courage, and protecting my right to decide for myself. I remember the sleepless nights, the fear of uncertainty, and the worry about how I would provide if I lost my job. But I was reminded of God's word, that God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and of sound mind. And I kept on confessing His word, that the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? Those verses gave me courage, and I realized that my future did not depend on my employer, but on God, who is my sole provider. The kind of mistreatment I was facing in that place, because I said no to what I knew why I was saying no to. I kept my faith. It was not my intention to disobey anyone in that office. Anytime I thought like, okay, I think I should take it so that this whole thing can get off me, I would feel so guilty. Something I can't even explain how. But I would get so irritated until one night I got a dream. I saw myself on top of a very big building in town. I was at the top with my colleagues. As we were just up there, I could hear that voice. It was so commanding, and it was saying, take the job, else you go. And I was like, oh my God, what's that speaking so loudly to my ears? I would get so scared, and the voice would come even louder. Take the job. I look at my colleagues, and they were so scared. And I heard both of them say, yes, we are going to take the job. I saw them fall down from the top of that building. They fell down, and I was left alone standing. And I woke up from that dream. I was so scared, especially because of the voice. Not even the falling that made me scared. It's the voice. I was there praying, asking God, what's the meaning of this dream? And I hear that still small voice tell me, you are left at the top because you did not fall for the trap. Oh my goodness. That is why you remained at the top. The kind of peace that I felt in my heart. After 1 year, the story was over about vaccination and all that, and the kind of mistreatment I continue to receive in that place. It is only by the grace of God that I was able to stand. Until a few years later, I was told, your time here is over. Go. And that is what I did. Looking at that time, right now, and I see the kind of damage these jabs have done, I thank God so much. If you look at what is happening in the West countries, and many doctors have come out saying that many people were lied to, coerced to take the jab, and their health worsened. The kind of mortality rates that are being recorded in the world today, they have increased so much, and the doctors are attesting to that. That before COVID and the jabs, the mortality rate was lower until when people started getting the jabs. That inner voice that tells you something is wrong or something is not going on well. There's always that voice inside of you, always ready to correct you, to tell you that pay attention to this, things are not right. God has given us the gift of discernment. What we need is to use it. Very important in this life. How things are happening in the world today. You don't have even a single time to live ignorantly. In your relationships, your jobs, in your families, please exercise discernment.